Hello everyone, welcome to another video in this series of life on the railway. This is part 6, so please make sure that you watch parts 1 to 5, which will be in the playlist on the channel. Also, I'd like to remind you to like, share and subscribe should you so wish, and click the notification bell to never miss a video. So, we're looking at station staff in this part 6. And there were far more staff at railway stations in the 19th century than one could ever find today, and they had a great variety of jobs to tend to. We think of porters as being the men who carried passengers' luggage, but that was just one of their duties. Even when a passenger train arrived, there were always goods to be loaded and unloaded from the guard's van, anything from mail bags to crates of homing pigeons. Handcarts would be lined up, piled with whatever needed to be loaded, and empty trucks would be waiting to take the unloaded goods. Everything had to be done quickly and efficiently to avoid delaying the train. Loading and unloading was only a part of the work. Even quite modest country stations would have a goods yard with a shed and sidings to hold trucks. It was a complicated system because customers would either deliver whatever they wanted carrying and expect trucks to be ready to take the goods, or privately owned wagons would be brought in to the sidings. Then everything had to be put in order to make sure that the right trucks were attached to the correct trains. The trucks had to be shunted around and then coupled manually. Controlling the trucks as they rolled along under their own momentum was a skilled and potentially dangerous job, as was making sure that they were braked in time so that couplings could be put in place. There were plenty of other tasks to be done. Tickets had to be sold and collected. The collection was important because in the days when a journey might involve travel on other lines owned by several different companies, all tickets had to go to a central clearing house to make sure everyone got their fair share of the price. Another familiar figure on the platform was the wheel tapper. He hit carriage wheels, and if they emitted a tuneful ping, all was well. But if the note was flat, it indicated a crack, and passengers had to get out and find seats somewhere else. Other jobs that had now disappeared included that of the lampman, who went down the line from the station replacing oil lamps in the signals. And there was always office work to be done, from sticking labels on luggage to recording the movement of freight. Overseeing it all was the station master, a grand figure in an imposing uniform, who usually enjoyed the privilege of having a comfortable home next to his station. Another little story to finish off this video. This is from Anthony Burton, who worked at Harrogate Station in North Yorkshire in the 1950s. As a young porter, I was pleased when an experienced man showed me where to stand to be opposite the first-class carriage. The train arrived and I staggered to the taxi rank with 2 heavy cases and got a few coppers for my pain. The old porter, carrying 1 light suitcase for a third-class passenger, got silver in his hand, and he smiled and told me, "Let that be a lesson to you, lad. Folk like them don't get rich by giving it to folk like us." Good one. So there we go, folks. That ends part 6 in this series, going along very nicely now. As always, please do drop things in the comments. I really do like listening. Oh, we'll say listening, that's a bit daft, isn't it? I really do like reading your stories and stuff in the comments, so please continue to do this. And until the next video, which is part 7, that will be looking at signals. Do take care of yourselves, and goodbye for now.